reading and reading everything was and confirming my worst fears was awful. Sorry. And I keep thinking about how my friends waited for me to come home from the hospital before they told me. And they had to wait on all of that. They sat on that information and had to hold it in for almost a week because they waited for me to be well enough to tell me. And even then, I don't think there was a good time anyway. And so that's why, as soon as they told me, as soon as they told me, we started. We thought of every possible solution on what to do next. And we were really fucking scared. Like we like I just stopped knowing what it felt like. I stopped knowing what was real and what wasn't. And I kept wondering if I just had a fucked memory or something. Like if I just like maybe I just experienced everything differently, or because the alternative was so much worse to imagine. Like you have to understand our friendship and our experiences didn't start and end off online. It went far beyond that. And like I just keep thinking about like you like this is everyone knows how special a VTuber's debut is. That is kind of the most important day of a VTuber's career, and all of the preparation and foresight needed to make it happen. No one tells you how stressful the project management is. No one tells you how to run a commission, all of the assets, all of the coordination with merch shops to have everything come out on the dot. Making sure that at the same time you're planning everything, you are having to advertise it. Um, you know, you look at a content creator online, and even though you are seeing one person on the screen, behind that one person is a really big team that they have to coordinate with. And that takes a lot of time. And if you are a VTuber and you have models and live 2D artists to work with, you know that they're booked out sometimes years in advance. And to have a sudden cancellation like that happen so suddenly, right in the middle of everything happening, it's so, I can't even begin to tell you like how hard it is to pivot and restructure how the rest of the next month or couple of months is going to go in order to fill up that space. Some VTubers plan this shit out years in advance. I'm not even joking. So to say I was fucking devastated when my model was canceled is kind of an understatement. And I sat on that design for so long, and I was so heartbroken that I just deleted the tweet where I teased it. Like I couldn't even look at it anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's stupid, but if you're a VTuber, your model is what represents you, and you really do have to fall in love with it because it's an extension of yourself. And so I had that model as my subathon goal, one of my top subathon goals for a while. And, I showed it to everybody around me. I'm very used to very cute, dainty designs, and I wanted to, I just wanted to see what it would feel like to have a sexier model. And so I had that one. And ever since that happened, I thought about getting a different artist and keeping the design, but it felt like it wasn't the same. And I didn't want an artist to just draw over the design. So I just shelved it, and I hope that maybe one day Nana would be free enough to take my commission. I told her that even if it was years from now, I would love to revisit the commission. So I don't know. I feel like I had so much to say, and I don't even remember any of it. I even like wrote some of it down, but I don't even know what my notes even mean. Like I don't even recognize my own writing. I don't know. I think that there's so many ways to be competitive and still not hurt other people in the process. And I don't know, like I feel like even when she was so much smaller than me and was just starting out, I still remember showing up, calling her during a random stream and just making a little bit out of it. And like, I think I speak for all my friends, but we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't for each other. And I've always felt that way, that every success that each of us has is everyone's success. And it's so fucking cheesy to say it out loud. It sounds like at the end of Mean Girls when they take the tiara and they break it up into little pieces and spread it around. Like, genuinely, I've always felt that way with my friends. And we know how ruthless this sphere of streaming is. We know how vile it can get and how tough it is, and how so many times when we're hurt and we see something awful and we just want to quit, we have to keep going, and we have to just ignore it. But there's only so much a person can take. And I know it's a super stupid and niche problem to have. Like, I feel like if I explained my situation to a therapist, they'd just fucking explode. Like, it's like a privilege to be where we are with who we are. And like, I just don't know. Like, and that's the most fucked up part about it, is like, the whole time I was like, what did